All right. On a live stream. The live stream from last night, it didn't finish processing uploading until this morning. So I guess it was really long. So I want to talk about parasomnia. It is a sleep disorder. It's a category of sleep disorders that involve abnormal movements, behaviors, emotions, perceptions, and dreams that occur while falling asleep, sleeping between, sleeping between sleep stages or arousal from sleep. Parasomnias are dissociated sleep states, which are partial arousals during the transitions between wakefulness and REM, which is non-REM sleep, and REM, which is REM sleep, and their combinations. Wow, that's a lot to take in. So I didn't know that it had a name. I don't remember who I was speaking with, but they brought up this term, and I said, oh, I have no idea. No one's told me. Doctors don't always tell me if they write down a diagnosis of some sort. I mean, so I didn't know, but it was in my head. And then I heard it again somewhere. Oh, when I talked to my psychiatrist, she brought it up, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I guess I have been diagnosed with that. Excuse me. So I haven't really looked it up. I wanted to do it with you guys. So I just thought I wanted to know if anyone else has been diagnosed with parasomnia. If any of your doctors have ever brought it up to you, ever. Sorry, I'm looking up on my phone. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to pick which website I want to read from. Okay, so I'm trying to look up specific symptoms other than that general description. Oh, okay. Below is a list of common parasomnias and what you can expect with each. There are other parasomnias out there, so if you or your partner notices some strange bedtime sleeping behaviors, just go to your doctor for a sleep study and diagnosis. Okay, so sleepwalking, yeah, I've done that. This is not only limited to walking, but also performing even complex behaviors like driving a car. Yeah, I decided to cook. Night terrors. I get night terrors. This is a time of intense fear and often includes screaming or flailing. Your fight or flight system goes into effect and you feel terrified. REM sleep behavior disorder. This is when you enact your dreams, but it's often harmful and even dramatic behavior. Oh. Nightmare disorder. Everyone has a nightmare sometimes, but those with this disorder have them frequently, sometimes multiple times in the same night. These often leave you scared and awake. I don't know if I have them multiple times a night, but I do have nightmares. I'd say I get them at least 4 times a year. So I don't know if it would be considered under that. I don't know what the numbers are, but sleep paralysis. I have had this happen before. It's very scary. Excuse me. Sleep paralysis. This is when you won't be able to move your body for a few seconds to even minutes, but you are aware that you can't move anything. So that's what makes it so scary, is because it's like, it's that transition between dreaming and waking. Sorry, the page went down. I'm sorry. Just gotta go back down. Okay, let's see. Okay, sleep aggression. Sometimes a person can be very violent while they are asleep. Sleep talking. This one is less problematic for the person doing it and more problematic for the bed partner who has to listen to it while they're trying to sleep. What the heck? I don't want to take a quiz. Go away. No, I don't want to take your quiz. That's what keeps happening. It wants me to take this quiz and it won't let you exit out of it. So I keep having to go out of the page just to come back in. Okay. Alright, bedwetting. We often think of this as a child-only parasomnia, but adults experience it too. Often it is a sign of another health condition like diabetes or prostate issues, so see your doctor. Okay, sexsomnia. When you perform sexual acts while asleep. Oh, that's scary. Exploding head syndrome. That sounds dangerous. This one isn't as violent as it sounds. Oh, good. People with this parasomnia will hear very loud sounds like a bomb going off or a gunshot when they are either just falling. Oh, come on. I picked the wrong website to read from for sure, but I'm almost done, so. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Okay. This one isn't as violent as it sounds. People with this parasomnia will hear very loud sounds like a bomb going off or a gunshot when they're either just falling asleep or waking up. I've had that happen. Yeah, I definitely have. Nocturnal sleep-related eating disorder. This is when you eat in the middle of the night without any recollection of it the next morning. Often weight gain follows. Teeth grinding. This is when you move your jaw back and forth while you sleep and grind your teeth against each other. This is often quite painful when you wake up. Okay, you're starting to upset me. Okay, well, I think that was the last one. It totally kicked me off the actual server. That's not a good website to go to. uh, I just want to make sure that there aren't any more symptoms that I missed. Alright, I'm going to try this one instead, see if this one is a better one. Okay, went over that. Oh, okay, sleep-related groaning. Let's see. I don't know if I'm going to say this right. Cataphrenia. It's C-A-T-A-T-H-R-E-N-I-A. Is groaning out loud while sleeping. Typically, it happens when you exhale slowly and deeply. The groaning can include different sounds such as roaring, loud humming, high-pitched cracking sounds. Sleep-related groaning is often mistaken for snoring, but unlike snoring, groaning isn't related to breathing issues. Went over that, went over that, get over that. Okay, confusional arousal. Confusional arousal is when you wake up in a very confused state. You might have trouble understanding what you're doing or where you are. Yeah, I've had that. Other behaviors include slow speech, poor memory, crying, slow reaction time. Went over that. Went over that. Went over that. Okay. Sleep texting. Sleep texting is when you send a text message during sleep. That's funny. Okay, they have sleep-related scratching. You might wake up with scratches, bleeding, or cuts. Sleep driving. Though rare, it's possible to drive while sleeping. This is a form of sleepwalking and can be very dangerous. Hey, enough. Enough. I said enough. Knock it off. Behave. Okay, and possible causes. There are many possible causes of parasomnia. The disorder might be associated with multiple triggers, including stress, anxiety, depression, PTSD, substance use, certain medications, irregular sleep schedules like shift work, other sleep disorders like insomnia, sleep deprivation, neurological conditions like Parkinson's disease. Okay, so that's a lot to take in. I didn't know there were so many different categories of things that can happen when you are asleep. It's quite interesting how the brain works. I mean, what we understand of the brain, we hope we understand it the way that we do, but there are so many things that we don't understand how things work in general. It's really hard sometimes, for, like, say you get a diagnosis of whatever it is for whatever reason, but it's something that is rare. It's something that not many people in the world have had, so there really isn't much research on it, and there definitely isn't a cure, and there's probably not much treatment you can do. It's probably just keeping comfortable. That must be really hard to deal with. And not understanding why certain things happen. I'm not saying you might die from sleep disorder. I really don't know if that's happened or not, but I'm just saying not understanding a lot about the brain and there being so many diseases out there that don't have any answers to them whatsoever. That must be a very scary thing to deal with if you're that person, and hard for the doctors and the scientists because there's really nothing they can do. I mean, for now, hopefully that changes over time. Medicine continues to grow and we learn new things and new treatments come out. You could always be hopeful for that. Hey, good to see you too. How are you? Do you still make videos? Because I haven't seen many videos from you. I don't remember the last time I saw a video from you. Do you still make videos? I don't know. So have any of you three, have you ever had any of these sleep disorders? Have you been diagnosed with a sleep disorder? Do you, like, how is your sleep in general? I really wonder how different we all are when it comes to this. Not really. Why not? Why not? Don't even think about it, Henry. Henry, enough. 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 I said enough. Yeah. Behave. Dogs are just like children. Just like children. Yeah, so I went to bed last night and I I was all over the place. I remember waking up several times during the night, being in completely different places on the bed. I was all over the bed last night, and I am so tired today. Do I look tired? My eyes feel very heavy, like I need to sleep. So, I don't know. I don't know why I can't sleep properly. It's annoying. It's really hard to function this way. I know you hear barking, but you need to behave. He doesn't like that I won't let him bark. There's a dog barking, and well, since he hears the dog barking, he wants to bark back at the dog. And I'm like, no, you're not going to be barking. There's no reason for that. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, so today's Monday, isn't it? That means today I need to call the people who did the brain thing, this EEG people. Neurology. I need to call them back and find out what my results were. That'll be interesting. And if they find nothing, I don't know, like, if you'd want to do it again or do something different. I really don't know. I really don't know. I am so tired. I'm having trouble focusing right now. I sort of feel like I'm dreaming a little. It's weird. Oh my god, look at my dark circles. Wow. I don't know what to do. And I don't feel like normal tired. I feel like, you know how you feel when you've been in water and then you quickly come out of the water and you feel that heaviness to your whole body? That's kind of what it feels like. Like I feel like me and gravity are just, we're having a party today, you know? I forgot to bring my drink out here. It's Snapple. Do you guys like Snapple? I only like one flavor. I forgot the name of it. But I know which one it is. Oh, oh wow, I am so tired. I want to go get Snapple. So we're gonna go get Snapple. It's gonna be fun. You behave. I'll be right back. Okay, so off to Snapple we go. Off to Snapple like it's a place. Maybe it is. Maybe somewhere in some alternate reality, there's a place called Snapple, and you can pull the Snapple bottles off the Snapple tree. Okay. Oh boy. I hope it's in here. It is. What? 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 Cool. Woohoo! Cool. My mom got into the place she was referred to, so that's good. For a while they weren't accepting people, because of the COVID thing. But now that they're putting in precautions and all whatever it is that they're doing, now she can go see him. Okay. Oh, it's raspberry. Raspberry tea. This is the one I like. It's the only one I like. Hi, Henry. Oh, look at you. I have to fix you. Okay. Hi, Henry. What's up? Okay. It's just me fixing the fire. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna have to get more wood. This is like the last two pieces. Alright. Just for now. I'll get the other pieces later. We got like 2 more bundles of wood. So I'm really not worried. There we go. I got it. I do. I feel like I'm dreaming. Is this reality? You ever wonder if dreams are just another reality, Like it's actually real, but you can only go there when you're sleeping. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, so nice. All right. So, sorry. More into Facebook. Maybe it's the season change. It's hot. You had an EEG, so did I. I'm on Facebook. I do have Instagram, but I don't really use it that much. Try drinking coconut water. It gives you energy. Why are you making fire? Because I can. That's it. I can. I just love building fires. Not like forest fires, contained fires. I always have. Ever since I was little. I've always loved, that was the only thing I liked about going camping was we had, campfires. I hated camping. I hated sleeping in a tent. I didn't really like it much because I felt it was unfair that I had to sleep on the ground while my mother and her husband at the time got to sleep on an air mattress. And I could never sleep. I'm one of those people, I have a hard time sleeping anywhere that isn't my home or where I feel comfortable. Anytime I slept over my friend's house, I couldn't sleep. I was always up all night. This is inside out. How tired I am. I don't even have my clothes on right. Even if we went to family, holiday stuff and you spend the night or whatever, even then I would be up all night. I would not sleep. I don't know why, but I couldn't. I tried. That's why I was surprised that I could sleep at all during the sleep study when I had to go to the actual institute. But I think it was because I took my medicine, so that's why. Okay. Oh my god, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh my god. Oh, right. Sleeping places, not being able... Okay, yeah. And even where you know, even like now, it's even hard for me to sleep where I'm comfortable. So there's definitely something wrong. You know, I don't feel 100% healthy in terms of the area of sleep and how it affects your body, how it affects every system in your body. I mean, without sleep, you will go crazy. There was, I forgot who it was, but it was like a TV personality, well, no, a radio personality, way back when, and your body is just drained. Maybe it's the sugar. Drink coconut water. If you do, it works. Oh, I don't drink this all the time. It's just every once in a while. I just mostly drink water and tea. I like chamomile to calm me down sometimes, and it has a lot less caffeine than coffee, which coffee was actually upsetting my body and making me feel very sick. So I stopped drinking that. My body said, no coffee, no. So I'm listening to my body. Yeah. I forgot what I was talking about. Sleeping, right, sleeping. And coconut water. I've heard a lot about coconut water. I think I might maybe try some and see if I like it. I've never actually drank coconut water. Maybe make sure you're not dehydrated. Yeah, I drink a gallon of water a day, so if I'm dehydrated after that, then wow, I don't even know what to say to that. Like, I should call the doctor or something. I don't know. Is there a way to test for dehydration without having to go to the hospital? Because I know in the past when I've been dehydrated, like severely dehydrated, and that was when I was drinking coffee, it would get to the point where I would, be nauseous and, vomit and have such a headache. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, it's really, really an unpleasant thing to go through when you're severely dehydrated. And when you get to the hospital, they put an IV in you immediately, once you're checked in, of course. You have to check in first. So in that situation, they give you, I don't know how many bags of water they give you, but they give you enough to fully hydrate you. And what happens to me is when I get that hydrated, that from the hospital, my entire body turns cold because of all the water going through my system. I don't know. Have you ever had that experience and gone to the emergency room and they gave you an IV and you got hydrated that way? What was your experience? Because it helped with the headache for sure. I mean, they gave me something for the headache on top of the water, because at that point your blood vessels are just, they're pissed. So they gave me something for the headache. I don't remember what it was. I think it was what is it, Tylenol with codeine in it, I think maybe that's what they gave me. I'm not sure. The trees are so pretty. Sorry. I saw the trees. Wait, right here. Trees. And I got mesmerized. Sorry. And here is my water, if anyone... See, I do have water. What do you smell, Henry? Caribbean people got a lot of energy because they drink coconut water. I'm sure living in the Caribbean, you guys must drink a ton of fluids. Like, I mean, because it's really hot down there, right? I mean, more so than like where I live. I live so far away from that area. It does get hot during the summer. But like, I live in the United States, so parts of the United States can get super, super hot, you know, like triple digits, you know, and that's scary. Does it get triple digits like in that area? And even if you keep going farther south, I'm sure the people that live down there, wow, they must have superpowers. Florida. Tell me, because I like to watch the Weather Channel, and I know lately that area has received a lot of rainfall, and we're talking about serious flash floods and things like that, and I'm just curious, like, how bad does it get down in Florida when you guys have those mornings? Is it as bad as they say on the television and what they show? Like, people, like, the water is like super high, like cars are floating through. Does it get like that in Florida? I was in Florida when I was 3, so I don't know. It is? Okay. Well, it's good to know that they're telling the truth then, because that would be mean. Saying people are struggling when they're not, or saying people aren't struggling when they are. I mean, that's good. They tell the truth. I don't think they have a reason not to tell the truth. I know that some mainstream media outlets, they just love to throw stuff out there to get people all upset. The 19th floor? Oh my god, does it have a 13th floor? Or did they omit that? I know they did that with a lot of buildings, especially like hotels and stuff. Like, they'll skip the 13th floor. I would so have a 13th floor. Actually, I'd probably stop at the 13th floor. It'd be the best floor ever. They didn't skip it, or no, there isn't a 13th floor. Sorry. Oh, wake up. Wake up, my head. Oh, sorry. Oh, my neck is also very stiff. And, you know, the trapezius muscle in your back, the top part, like, it hurts in there, and I can't reach it. That is so funny. Nothing, you know what? People, stop being afraid of the number 13, okay? Here's the thing. If you think bad things are gonna happen, then bad things will probably happen. It's the law of attraction. But not having a 13th floor doesn't mean that people aren't gonna start shit. Okay? That's just silly. Oh my god, that is so funny. That is so funny. People are so superstitious. It's funny. Do you know how many other floor numbers that bad things have happened on, but people still keep putting those in buildings? Oh my god, that's really weird. Whoa! Sorry, that's the fire. I gotta get more firewood. Let's go get some firewood. Oh, I gotta get my keys first. I'll be right back, Henry. Please behave. Okay. I am gonna have to set you guys down for a minute because I have to use the restroom and I don't want to bring you in there. So I'm gonna do that just so I can do that, but I'll be right out, okay? So just hang on a minute. What? No. She always thinks I'm talking to her when I'm not. Okay. All right. I'm gonna just set you guys down right here. Just gonna see the ceiling. Like the light's great, isn't it? I'll be right out. Alright guys, thank you for waiting. You know when you gotta go, you gotta go. Alright, keys. Huh. Did I have the keys last night? I think I brought them in here. Oh goodness. Okay, let's see. Keys. Oh my god, I lost my keys. That's why I shouldn't do things when I'm tired. I mean, I'm always tired. I'm sorry if I'm not like angling this properly. I'm just mostly focused on trying to find my keys. Alright, I gotta sit you down a minute. Found them. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. Alright. So got the keys. We're going out to the shed. I keep the shed key on my keys, so I always know where it is. Otherwise, if I tried to keep it in a drawer, something, I would most likely lose it. Okay. Oh, let's bring you out. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I'm talented. I did that one-handed. Hey, Henry. Hi, buddy. I came back. I'm right here. I didn't leave you by yourself, okay? All right. Wood. Hi, Henry. What's up? Trying to come close to me. Alright. There. I'm gonna sit down. Oh, please stay. Because, uh-oh. I used the wrong pole, but that's okay. Hold on. Alright, I'm just gonna switch this one out for this. Stay. Thank you. This one has the pointed end, so it makes it easier to get the lid off. I know, I think it came with tongs or something, but I find this is sturdier and easier. Oh, I'm sorry, you're slipping. Stay. All right. Oh, someone asked me why I'm having a fire, and I said because I can. I'm also having one because we have rain coming up in our forecast with thunderstorms, and I want to take advantage of the nice weather while I can. So that's why, as well. Right. There we go. Okay. And we're popping. There we go. I got it going again. All right. Yes, Henry, I'm right here. What's up? Okay. Okay, so back to parasomnia, which includes a multitude of sleep disturbance behaviors or perceptions. I wonder what they mean by perceptions. Like, are they trying to say that you're having a dream, but you're also somewhat conscious, so it's both? Or are they trying to say that it's a hallucination? Or are they trying to say it's something else completely? I mean, that's a very broad description. And you know what? I bet you can ask 5 different doctors and they'll each have 5 different takes on what it means. And they won't necessarily give you a direct answer either. They might be like, well, it could be. Hold on a second. Let me go back. It took me a year to realize I'm number 13 on elevator. Yeah, that's because we're so conditioned to 13 not being a number that's utilized. Like, think about it. You take tests. If it has a 13, it's because there's a 14, you know? But some tests, the answers go 1 through 12. Do you know what I mean? So it's in everyday life. Even if you don't necessarily go to high rises or, because like in my area, most things are 2 floors, maybe 3, depending on where you are. But even still, when you look around the country, like America, I don't know about other countries. I don't live there. I don't know. in the cities. 13 is just, it's like it doesn't exist. You know, I'm surprised they even have 13 for growing up. They're like, no, you're going to go from 12 to 14. We're going to skip 13 altogether because it's cursed. You know, I say we embrace the number 13. I think it's been discriminated against for way too long, and we need to bring it back. It's not a scary number. It really isn't. It's people who are scary. Do you got any Jamaican in your area? Yes, there are a lot of people that come to my area from Jamaica to work to send money back to their families, or so I've been told. There was a place I used to go to get cars. I do not go there anymore, but there were a lot of Jamaican people that did come in, and there was this one man who only knew me for a day, not even 24 hours, and was already asking me, will you marry me so you can go back to my country and raise my kids? I'm like, no. Thank you, but no. It was crazy. Like, what was that? We had never been out on a date. We had never, I mean, there was never, I did not give off, I felt I didn't give off any feelings or gestures that would elicit that kind of question. Only knowing someone for like 6 hours, I mean, I don't know how long it was. It definitely wasn't that long, and it was, I was like, why? You know, like, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to get married to someone just so I can move to a different country and raise their children. I'm not going to do that. Like, I don't think that's why people should get married. And he always pronounced my name Amanda. That's actually how similar to how my counselor says my name. She says, if I can say it right, Amanda. I don't know what her nationality is, but she has an accent to mine, and I have an accent to her, but I don't know where her, like, I don't know what language, country, that she originates from, so I don't know. But it is interesting to hear my name said by people who are from other countries. I love to hear the difference in how people say it. Oh, the chipmunks are messing around with the dog. They're like, hey, we're right here. Come and get us. What's the matter, Henry? Are they teasing you? I'm sorry. I know they're teasing you. I know. What you gonna do about it? Oh my gosh. Oh, look how bloated I am. Damn. You know, this can also be caused when you don't get enough sleep. You can get really puffy. I think it's a combination of things. I don't think it's just one thing. I think it's my back. I think it's lack of sleep, you know. Oh my God. Whatever. This is how I look naturally. No makeup, obviously. So, do you guys have a hard time sleeping when it's so hot? Or do you guys have, like, you know, air conditioning, maybe central air? Or do you just, live in the heat? I don't know. Did you ever hear not to fall in your sleep? Yes, I've heard if you fall in your sleep, you die. But in my dreams, if I've ever fallen and I hit the ground, I've woken up. So I don't know if that's necessarily true. Oh, they owe me a floor. They do. They do. They robbed you of your 13th floor. Everywhere. Oh my God, we're everywhere. We outside. I've been watching your channel over a year. I'm not, it says Cumber. Are you trying to say like November, December, October, September? Yeah, AC is a wonderful invention. Did you guys know that the AC wasn't invented until the 1930s? So, it hasn't even been around for 100 years yet. Think of all the people in history that lived without AC or fans. I mean, they probably had those, feather fans or whatever, but not like an industrial fan or whatever. Must have been hot. Oh my gosh. They must have been swimming all the time. And then you think about how people dressed, the types of clothing from different eras, especially, where women had to wear certain types of dresses, because it wasn't just like a dress that you put on and then you have underwear underneath. It had multiple layers, Even men's clothing had multiple layers. So I'm just thinking, wow, they must have been so hot, I don't know. I've never heard of that. Really? Is it because of the, like the alligators? Is it alligators you have down there or crocodiles? I know they're very similar, but they are different. Yeah, I feel like barbecuing is just an American pastime. We all barbecue. I guess unless you're vegan. Did you guys hear that a woman in Australia sued her neighbors because they were barbecuing? Because she's a vegan. So she was offended by the smell. I really don't know what else to say more about that. It's like, okay, that happened. But can you imagine someone trying to sue you because you're having a barbecue? It's just crazy. Like, so what? I mean, people smoke everywhere. I hate the smell of cigarettes, but sometimes I smell it because people smoke. Does that mean I'm gonna sue that person for smoking near me and I don't like the smell? No. That would be ridiculous. What's the matter, Henry? What are you staring at? What? What's the matter? Oh, I see what his problem is. The wind is blowing this way and the smoke is coming this way. I see what his problem is. I can't control the wind, baby. You gotta talk to Mother Nature about that. And she'll probably say, it's summer, right? This is the season you love, right? We'll be grateful. That's probably what she'd say. That's what I say, People around here, oh my god, they complain about the cold weather all the time. Like, they've never lived in a cold climate in their life. And it is annoying to me. I've told people to, shut up about that before. And they did. I said, listen, okay? It is a state that gets snow. So yes, it gets cold. And if you don't like it, then move to a state where it doesn't snow. Stop complaining because nobody cares. Stopped because everyone was getting annoyed with her because she wouldn't shut up. It's like, yeah, we get it. It's wintertime. It's cold. But every year, it's ridiculous because sometimes people will leave comments on the news site, on the weather, like angry messages for telling them that cold weather is coming or that it's going to snow. Am I missing something here? Like, okay, most states in the United States get snow. What am I missing? And then when it gets to summertime, they're like, oh my god, it's so hot. I'm like, well, it could be snowing. And they're like, yeah, you're right. I'm like, yeah, so just be grateful. Just be grateful for what you have instead of complaining about everything else. But can you imagine, like, I'm going to leave a nasty note to the meteorologist because he said it was going to snow. Sorry, there's like an insect that has a stinger flying around me. I'm not sure what it is. I think it went away. I think it's because, like, the color of my shirt, it probably thinks I'm a flower. I am rambling the way that I am because I'm trying to keep myself awake. Because I've been so tired, guys, that I've been sleeping during the day several times. Like, I'll sleep for 4 hours, I'll wake up, I'll be up for like an hour, and then I'll fall asleep again. And I'm trying so hard to stay awake. And at the same time, I'm trying to deal with the pain that I've been having with my back and it going down into my legs and all this stuff and having to wait to get this MRI. That it's really hard when you're in a lot of pain and you're also not getting good quality sleep and you're tired all the time. It is very hard to have any significant, meaningful energy because pain drains you of your energy. And not getting enough sleep drains your systems, all of your systems of energy. So I am so tired all the time. I just want to be able to sleep and restfully so I can function a little bit. Yeah, another thing. I don't know if you just saw that. I've been getting lightheaded and dizzy a lot. Which is, I'm not sure what that's from because it's new. I don't know. I just want to be better. I want to be healthy. I live on the beach. It's always empty. I need rest. Oh my god. Well, I'll give you all my tiredness so you can use that, and I'll take your energy and have a nice day. And then we'll meet back up tomorrow and switch. That's what we'll do. Alright, I'm getting like this heavy, foggy, confusing feeling right here. Yes, you have a truck. Good for you. Did you guys hear that truck? I don't know why people do that. It actually hurts my ears. I don't think it's cool. I never have. I just think it's like showboating, you know, in a way, and not really in a good way. I think it says, look how much of an ass I am. Please stop revving your engines like that. It actually literally hurts my ears. It causes my ears pain, and sometimes it gives me a headache. But I'm not going to sue you for it. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, my knees just popped. Oh boy. It didn't hurt. It was more like surprise and then relief. Like, oh, okay. Sweet. I hear tools being used. Well, that burnt quickly. You know, I wonder, about 10, 11 years ago, I was dating someone and we went to this party, and it was in the back of someone's house, like their backyard. And you had to walk down the hill and around the house. Well, someone had left a rake or something on the ground, and there wasn't any light until you got down around to the back. So it was actually pretty dark. And I stepped on it, and it hit me right here in the head. Like, I can, like right here, there's an indentation. That is where it hit me. I wonder if that head trauma, plus the head trauma of having my head slammed in a trunk, and I'm not including all the other times something like a basketball has hit my head really hard, like on the top. I wonder if that might be contributing to the problems that I'm having with sleeping. You know, I wonder if that abnormal feature on my EEG, the one that I got done by the technician, which is like 45 minutes to an hour. It didn't really seem that long, actually. I wonder if that's what it's picking up. I wonder if it caused it. Because the doctor, when I was because I went to the hospital when that happened to my head, and the doctor told me that because of where I was hit and how hard I was hit, that I could have neurological problems as I age. He said you could have memory issues, cognition issues. Henry, enough. Stop. Stop right now. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. All the way. Henry J., if you're not going to listen, I'm going to bring you in. Sit down. Excuse me. Sit down. On your blanket. On your blanket now. Come on, lay down. Lay down. Stay. Oh. Sorry about this. Dogs, really, they can act just like children. They just want to listen. Alright, I'm gonna have to come over here. Try to put this fire back together because it's smoking that way. Woo! Uh-oh. This chair almost fell. Let go. Let go. Okay, fine. I'm not gonna argue with you. Some more up on here. Oh, okay. I know I should have put you guys down. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking fully. I need this. Let go. There we go. Okay. There you go. Gotcha. Alrighty. Oh, stretch. Stretchy, stretch, stretch. Oh, okay. Whew. Oh, cucumber juice. Couldn't I just eat a cucumber? I don't know if I want it juicy. It's already full of water, too. I mean, how do you make cucumber juice? Do you just like squeeze it and squish it down and all the juice comes out? It seems weird. Oh no. Wow, the beaches are always empty. So then what are people doing? Like for fun? Or do they just like I don't know. I think if it was nice and warm and the water was nice and warm and it was safe, like why not go to the beach just to go in and cool yourself off, you know? I don't know. That truck had, I think it had dog paws all over it. I couldn't tell. That was cute. Yeah, you see this right here? So, Saturday, we went to DQ. And I got a sundae. And the next day, I had this. So, it definitely had an effect on my skin. But it was for, the 4th of July. I didn't have s'mores or anything, so the ice cream was really the treat that I had Saturday. So it just goes to show you that when you're eating healthy and you eat something that isn't so healthy, it shows up pretty quickly, at least on me, of what's happening on my face because of what I ate. So that's a good reason why I don't eat a lot of that food. I tend to stick to salads, and I do like to eat meat, but mostly chicken. I tried salmon. I tried. It's gross. I tried it. Enough, Henry. Enough. Enough. I'm not barking or why. You behave yourself. You understand? That's right. You behave yourself. Don't worry about what other dogs are doing, okay? fire is talking. Got to cut it up and then blend it with all the green skin. Oh. Hi, Alexis. It was uneventful, actually. I actually didn't feel too good on the 4th of July. I was in a lot of pain that day, and we didn't really do too much. We just, like, at the end of the night, we went to Dairy Queen. But we did buy sparklers, but we didn't set them off yet. Because, I don't know about you, but you can set sparklers off anytime, right? It doesn't have to be on a certain day. But mostly because I wasn't feeling well. I didn't do what I actually wanted to do. I mostly stayed in bed, and I kind of slept most of the day because I was so tired. And my son wanted Dairy Queen, and it was like 9 o'clock, and I'm like, I think they close at 10. So we went down to the Dairy Queen. We got some Dairy Queen. Then we took the dog for a run around the pond. And I stayed in the car because I was having a bad day that day. I just wasn't feeling well. But at least my son, so what we did was yesterday, like last night, I had a little fire and had some s'mores, and I told him I was going to be burning today so he could have more s'mores. You know, like, let's celebrate our independence every day. Why not? As many days as you can. I don't know. But I know that there were some sad things that happened on the 4th of July. This stuff shouldn't be happening. Children should not be dying because adults are too stubborn to just do the right thing. You know? I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're okay now. I'm better than I was Saturday. I've been dealing a lot with... I'm going to make a video on this anyway, but I said it last night, I'll say it today. I've been having a lot of back issues again, and I've been in a lot of pain for... It's July, right? Okay, so since... I want to say maybe the end of May, beginning of June. And it's not been pleasant. I've had a lot of days where I've been unable to get out of bed because I'm in so much pain, needing help with certain things, like getting up, getting down, going to the bathroom, things like that. I'm not feeling like that today. I have a little bit of pain, but it's not too bad. But mostly today, I am just super, super tired. And I'm trying to keep myself awake so I don't fall asleep and take naps several times a day. I want to just go in and sleep right now. But I'm sitting here talking with you guys, just trying to keep myself alive. Staying alive. Oh, man. Oh, did someone write something? On birthday, which is on the 4th of July, I had a headache. Oh, I'm so sorry. That must have sucked. Oh. Did you celebrate maybe yesterday, or are you going to celebrate like sometime this week, Because your birth is important. Even if it isn't celebrated on the actual day, celebrating your life is important. So, celebrate on when you feel better, for sure. I don't know what's going to happen on my birthday because I like to go out to eat, and then go to the movies. I love the movies. I love going out to eat. It's not like the food, just being out in a restaurant. I like that. But considering how things are, I don't know if I feel safe to go out to eat or to the movies this year. Hey, knock it off. Stop. He's getting better. Yes, you're getting better. You're starting to get the idea that when I say stop, that means stop. Yeah, he likes to bark and growl at everyone and everything. Most of the time, it's, I want to talk to you, but sometimes it's, I don't like you, you know. But either way, he needs to knock that shit off. Sometime this week. Good. Happy birthday. Oh, I always say to people, it doesn't matter what the number is for your birthday. The point is, the higher the number, the more that your life is celebrated. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, every year that you are here, that's a celebration, you know? So when people are like, oh, I'm old, be like, don't look at it as, oh, I'm old. Look at it as, oh, I'm still alive and I'm still kicking and I'm still here, and ain't anyone gonna stop that except God. You know what I'm saying? So celebrate your life while you're alive, because once we die and we cross over, who knows what it's like. It's probably not going to be like this, you know, where you have a physical body. You're going to be a soul, you know, you're going to be energy is what you're going to be. So living as a soul with no corporeal body must be a real bitch to the psyche, you know what I'm saying? So you probably have to, like, people will be there, be like, it's okay, you're here now. It's all right. I know, it's really crazy, huh? You know, don't have a body anymore, but we'll help you through this process, you know? That's what I think. I don't think you just die and there's nothing left. You know, I don't believe that for a second. I mean, seriously, what do people think motivates our body? What do you think runs this thing? People say the brain, but how does the brain get its power in the first place? It's because of the soul. The soul is what keeps the body alive. When the soul leaves the body is no longer a viable body. That's just how it goes. Oh, man. Yeah, so I had said, I think, that I spoke with my psychiatrist and she wants me to increase my nighttime lorazepam / Ativan from 1 pill to a 1.5 pills at night. But I told my mother that because right now, until Dr. Dixon thinks I'm at whatever place I need to be, my mother has to be in charge of my meds. So I told her this that day that I spoke to my doctor, because she wanted me to call her this week and tell me if it helped. Tell her if it helped me. I mean, and she didn't change the dose until, because she just didn't listen to me. I don't know. But she does up the meds for all of us. We all take meds in our containers and stuff. And she waited until it was time that she usually fills the trays up for the next week. So I won't start that extra dose until tonight. I'm kind of a little upset about that. I'm not like angry. I'm just more like, I don't even know what the word is. I don't know. I don't have my feeling wheel. Frustrating, maybe? Yeah, a little frustrating because I'm trying to fix my sleep, and I don't think that she was helping me. I don't think she was doing it on purpose. I think she was just thinking, this is when I change the meds, that's when I will change the dose. You know, I don't think it was nefarious in any way. But at the same time, it's like, why couldn't you just do it? And, you know, like that night. And, you know, but I can't do anything about that. Except just vent to you guys. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to stretch. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh. I have had a lot of coughing because of the pollen count. Wow, I thought I just heard a cat. Huh. Could have been a bird. What was I saying? I'm thinking, I'm sorry. It's hard for me to think. It's like trying to think your way through mud. Silly putty. I don't remember. Oh, the meds, right. I just want to be able to sleep. I don't even care if I don't have dreams. I just want to sleep. I don't want to be so exhaustedly tired to the point where thinking is a chore. It's not something that just happens naturally. You've been doing it your whole life, so thinking isn't hard. It's just something that we do. But for me, it's a chore. It's something. Oh, look, the sun is streaming down. You see that? That is not an effect. That is the real sun. That is cool. Yeah, it's coming through that right there. A little sun coming down in a minute, probably. So yeah, I think I want to look up, and I'm gonna put the links to all the websites that I've read from in the description below. Just there's one that that wants you to click on it, or you can't like read it or whatever. I'll let you know which one that is, so you can probably skip it. Let me see. Well, this is WebMD, so it's better than Wikipedia. Yeah, that's the thing. My advice to anyone in college, I know some professors allow it, but never use Wikipedia as your source. Always use highly regarded things, okay? You want to use academic stuff, you know, peer-reviewed articles and such, not Wikipedia. That's my advice to you, regardless of what your professor says, because not all professors are smart. How did they get their jobs? Who knows? They did exactly what they did, you know, they said what people wanted to hear, they did exactly what they were told, and then they got the job. But that doesn't mean that they're good at teaching. What? Okay, let's see. I need to put my light up a little bit. It's hard to see. Okay, so I already went over what parasomnias are, like nightmares, night terrors, sleepwalking, Confusional Arousals, Rhythmic Movement Disorder. Okay, this one says rhythmic movement disorder happens mostly in children under age 1, often just before they fall asleep. A child may lie flat, lift their head or upper body, and then forcefully hit their head on the pillow. This parasomnia, which doctors also call head banging, can also involve movements such as rocking on hands and knees. Okay, sleep talking. Nocturnal leg cramps. Excuse me. Nocturnal leg cramps are sudden, uncontrolled muscle contractions during rest. They usually happen in your calves. The cramping feeling may last from a few seconds to 10 minutes, but the pain may linger. Nocturnal leg cramps often happen in middle-aged or older people, but anyone can have them. They're different from restless leg syndrome, which usually doesn't involve cramping or pain. Sometimes there's no clear trigger for these cramps. Other times they're linked to sitting for a long time, dehydration, overworked muscles, or physical problems like flat feet. I went over sleep paralysis. Okay, Henry, stop. Stop. Excuse me. Stop. Henry, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Behave. Sorry about that. Okay. Impaired sleep-related erections. Men usually have erections as part of REM sleep. This parasomnia happens in men who, while they sleep, can't keep an erect penis that would be rigid enough for sex. Impaired sleep-related erections may mean you have erectile dysfunction. Sleep-related painful erections. Rarely a man's erections are painful enough that he wakes up. Irregular heart rhythms. Cardiac arrhythmia is the medical term for an uneven heartbeat. People who have coronary artery disease and who have lower blood oxygen because of sleep-related breathing problems may be more likely to have arrhythmias which happen during REM sleep. Continuous positive airway pressure, CPAP, treatment may lower this risk. REM sleep behavior disorder, RDB. REM sleep usually involves sleep paralysis, but people with this parasomnia act out dramatic or violent dreams during that sleep stage. RBD usually happens in men 50 and older. It's different from sleepwalking and sleep terrors because a person who has RBD can be woken easily and can recall vivid details of their dream. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I already went over those. Okay, nocturnal, paroxysmal. Hold on a second, something popped up. Nocturnal paroxysmal dystonia, NPD. Showed up on this one too. Might be a form of epilepsy. It can cause seizure-like episodes during non-REM sleep, sometimes several times a night. I already read that one. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of things that can happen with sleep and sleep disorders and how it affects your life. And I think that's something that they're looking for in me. They're trying to rule out having seizures in my sleep. I don't think I've ever had a seizure, but here's the thing. Just because you think you have never had a seizure doesn't mean, see, they think I'm a flower, doesn't mean that you haven't had one, because there are different types of seizures, and there are types that you can have while you're awake, where you can have a seizure and no one would even know. You can have them when you're sleeping. So I think they're trying to rule that out and trying to figure out how to get me out of this. It feels like I'm stuck in a room with no doors, you know. But obviously there is a door, because how do you get in? You know? But I can't get out of it. It's so hard. Alright, it's 3:02. Okay, well, I have some things that I have to do. So thank you for hanging out with me. It's always a pleasure. I love you all. Please take care of yourselves and be safe and make good decisions, okay? Make good decisions if you can. All right, thank you for watching. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.